here with the hilarious Winston Hodges. Such a joy. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Interview you. Now, some say, including myself, that you are the king of crowd work in Virginia.
Oh, man.
That's not a title to be taken lightly. I've seen you do it. I've seen you kill for 20 minutes, feature sets, straight crowd work.
It's true.
Are you sure you didn't just play a cop in the last porno you were in? I'm a cop, I guess. I still got the fucking handcuffs in the car.
How did you get so good at crowd work?
So Chris Allen, another local comic, he's great. Chris is the first person I saw have killer confidence when doing crowd work, and I wanted to be like him. I still think he's the dude when it comes to that. But I don't know, man. When I started, I wanted to get good at it, but I know not to waste my time at open mics doing crowd work. So I would get booked on this weekly show at this place called Daddy-O's, and it was run by this guy named Boston John, and he would pay me $10 to do 30 minutes every week, and I'd be like, hey, I'll do your show every week if you're okay with me only doing crowd work. So I'd go in 30 minutes, bombing, just bombing so hard.
So you had to bomb a few times at crowd work.
Oh, dude, my first crowd work set was 30 minutes, and I went around and literally asked everybody at the show what they did for a living. That's it. Literally every person down the line, what do you do? And making jokes about it. And then the next week I came back and I'm like, oh, the where they work thing works, so I'll do that again. I go in there, same fucking people. So I'm like, well, I guess now I gotta ask, are you single? Are you dating somebody? And I did that, and next week, and so it helped me learn different questions to ask, not just what do they do. But it all started with that room, and then it just got me. When you bomb doing crowd work for 30 minutes, you get so comfortable and you get so quick on your feet that you're just you can do it anywhere. So now it's a great tool that I have in my back pocket, because some shows people don't want to hear what you wrote, man.
What year? What year is that table? 2018. Oh shit, you're fucking. You're still at the point where you think your degree matters. Holy shit. I'm class of 2013, and you paid to see me, so holy shit.
How did you get into comedy?
Always liked it, always loved stand-up comedy because it's the best. And I was a funny dude in high school, but I knew that making my friends laugh was different than making an audience laugh. I knew it's a different skill set, didn't think I had it, and then I got out of a relationship that didn't work out, and I quit a job I hated, and the Funny Bone had the Clash of the Comics contest, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. So I signed up for it, did that set, did really well, and just didn't stop after it. It just took a leap of faith. I never thought I would try it.
Your first time ever doing comedy was at Clash of the Comics?
Yes, it was my first set ever.
And did you place? How well did you do?
I won.
You won? The first time you ever did comedy?
Yeah.
You won Clash of the Comics?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I want to talk about the grind a little bit. Because that's one thing that you're younger than me, but I look up to you because of the way you grind. You live, an hour away from Richmond?
Hour away from town.
But I would see you at every open mic in Richmond.
Yep.
Every night, and then you still work during the day. You got to get up and do that.
Got to 8 to 4. I'm up at 6:30 every day to go to work.
How hard? What keeps you going? And if you want to talk about that a little bit.
What keeps me going is I feel like it's the only way to get better is doing it. So I can't control how funny I am naturally. That is I think I'm funny naturally, but I definitely think I've met other people that are funnier than me naturally. But I think I'm better stand-up comics than those people because they're not going to the gym and working out. So my whole thing's genetically there's people that were probably made funnier than me, but the one thing I can't control is comedy is you're not going to outwork me. That's not going to happen. You're not going to outwrite me. You're not going to outwork me. You're not going to... No one wants it as bad as me. That's the only thing I can control. And I think that's anytime I talk to a newer comic, I'm just you just got to go to every mic. So it's you got to go. Even if you don't want to do it, you got to do the white rooms, you got to do the black rooms, you got to do the weird rooms, you got to do the rooms that are going to suck, you got to do the rooms that are going to be good and just not get into your feelings about it. But that happens. But the grind it's important, man. It makes driving an hour and then working 8 hours and then getting off and waiting another 4 hours for an open mic to start really makes me I don't mess around when I'm on stage. It's if I'm messing around, it's still to work on something new. Is it going to be, am I messing around with crowd work? Am I riffing on this old joke? Am I just having a good time? But it's I appreciate the 5 minutes I get on stage a lot more because I'm it's 5 minutes and then I got to do 23 hours and 55 minutes of all this other work to do it again. So the grind's important, man.
I just want to switch gears a little bit, talk about some serious stuff.
Man.
So when life happens on life's terms, I know you had a couple things happen last year.
Yeah.
Your dad passing.
He did.
When something like that happens, how does that affect your comedy, or does it?
I mean, I can only speak for me, but it like made me work harder. I didn't even know it's a thing that I could do. Like so like dad passed away from pancreatic cancer, like really unexpectedly, and then like, I mean, I did a set the day he went into the hospital, and then like he passed away on like a Monday, and I did a set at Fallout that Tuesday night, and I just talked about it. It was super cathartic for me. When those jokes bombed, it hurt more than when my stupid dick jokes would not work. But like when you're talking about something real and you care about, it's like, it's weird. I hate that my dad passed away, but like the one last lesson that my dad got to teach me was like, man, they really care about what you're doing, and I want to work as hard as he did at what he did, doing comedy. But you're right, yeah, it definitely has changed a lot, man. It was like 8 months ago. I'm still devastated, but like, I just want to work hard every day, make him proud, and write jokes about it, show people that like, hey, if you're going through losing somebody, you can still laugh about that and have a good time, and it doesn't always work.
I love my father, man. It's like really upsetting. This is like the only sincere part of the show. He's my favorite person of all time. We lost him over a course of 10 days. It's tough. It's a very tough thing to do. The grief has not hit me yet. It has been 6 months. I've kept myself very busy. The grief has not hit me. But I'm an emotional wreck, right? Like, I do comedy. I obviously love laughter and stuff like that. But I like the full range of emotions. So I know eventually that grief is going to hit me like a freight train. And I'm going to break down. And I'm just going to be a raving lunatic. I just don't want that grief to hit me when I'm on stage. I don't want it to hit me when I'm with my friends, with my family, when I'm teaching, on a date. I don't want the grief to hit me then. I want the grief to hit me when I can use my grief productively. I would like my grief to hit me when I am 55 minutes into a 2-hour phone call with customer service from Verizon. There is nothing that would feel better than unleashing 6 months of dead dad on Brenda in accounting. Just being like, listen here, Brenda, I'm not paying those fucking late fees because my dad died. And because she's Brenda, she's going to be like, we know your dad died. We're Verizon. We fucking killed him. And if you don't pay these late fees, we're going to send Comcast after your mom. That feels like a fun way to end. You guys have a fun time?
If you do need a break and you want to laugh and get away from the stresses of the world, then come see a show with Winston Hodges. I guarantee you're going to have a good time.
Funnier than this interview. He was like, keep this interview serious.
Don't worry, we'll have some stand-up
see the clip. Okay, good.
So
we can get back to being serious.
Like this part right here is not even going to be on it.
Perfect. Awesome.
I fucking walked into my classroom last year, and one of my students, Jeremy, had just drawn a teardrop tattoo underneath his eye. And if you don't know what a teardrop tattoo is for, you get one of those in prison after you fucking killed somebody. But I'm a good teacher, so I walked over to him and we did whatever the fuck that kid wanted to do. I make $11 an hour. I'm not about to fucking stand up to somebody that has the confidence to forge a prison tattoo.